onto your mat with your sit bones nice and even. Start to just get settled and comfortable here, spine long. And your legs could be crossed. They could also be straight if that's more comfortable to you. And just notice what happens in your spine here when you sit. We want to be sitting up nice and tall, shoulders back and down. Okay? And that determines where the hands will be. Not we put the hands on the knees first and arrange our spine to keep our hands on our knees. Okay, so just let that determine. And take your breath into your practice. Okay, so we've been thinking this week as we move toward the new moon about things that we want to release and seeds to plant for the upcoming cycle. So just as you exhale, release anything that is not going to serve you right now. And then as you inhale, think about maybe something in your practice that you want to enhance or focus on for right now. And just allow the breath to be smooth and even, and let's start noticing where the breath is going. So put your hands on your belly here and have your middle fingers to touch. Exhale, and then as you inhale, notice your belly pressing against your hands, and maybe even a little space gets created in between those fingers. It may or may not. And then exhale again. We just want to make sure that we're breathing deep into the belly and not stopping at the chest here. All right, let's bring the hands down by your side with the palms up. Keeping the shoulders soft. Exhale deeply here, and as you inhale, draw energy up from the earth. We're getting lots of energy today. We're going to take it through our day, into the weekend. Bring the arms up as high as they're going to go without the shoulders starting to hunch up. Turn your palms out. Exhale and release. Keeping those arms nice and long. The fingertips gently touch down. And you go again. And just do that a couple more times, extending the spine as you bring your arms up and pressing your sit bones down into the mat. And then even extending the spine as you bring your arms down. See what that feels like when you try and do that. And after the next time your fingertips lightly touch down, just stay here. And we're going to start moving the spine. So we'll do extended cats and cows here. Take your arms out, touch those fingertips forward, elbows back, heart shines up. Remember, the head is just following the spine. It's not jerking forward and back, leading the movement. The movement starts from the lower spine into the upper spine. And start to notice what happens as you move into your cats and cows, gently waking the spine up. And the next time your hands are forward, press your palms together and draw the arms up, stopping wherever your shoulders say to stop, bending the elbows if that's you this morning, and lean back, raise one foot and then the other, and change the cross of your ankles here. So just change how you're sitting. Snuggle your sit bones back into the mat here, nice and even. And we're going to gently tilt to the right. Oh, well, this would be your left. Tilt to the left. Left hand is gently touching the mat. And come up, and now we're going to twist to the right. So we're doing tilt and twist. Arms up, inhale. Gently tilt now to the right. And up, and gentle twist to the left. Bring the arms up. We're tilting left, not leaning into that left hand at all. And come up and twist gently to the right. Yeah, there we go. Arms up, and it's a tilt right. Yeah. Up and twist left. And up. Okay, take it back over to the left. And up, twist right. And up, tilt right. Yeah. And up, twist left. And up. Okay, now hold your arms up, lean back, and change the cross of your legs one more time. We're going to tilt to the left, place the left hand on the left thigh, keep that right sit bone grounded. Release a bit and come back toward the left. Release a little bit and move deeper toward the left. Now your arm can be anywhere it needs to be comfortable. Release and tilt to the left here. Good. Now we're going to take that right arm in a big circle. Extend the spine. Extend the right arm up, over to the left, forward, out to the right. Big circles here. And the next time your right arm is up and you're tilted to the left, bend your right elbow, bring your left hand behind your head. The hands are gently touching the back of the skull. Inhale and exhale. We're tilting to the left, taking that left elbow a little closer to the earth here, keeping the right hip grounded. And then start to draw your left elbow back. Come center, and then draw your right elbow back. And come center and up. All right, now we're going to tilt to the right here. Right hand gently down and release. You can put your right hand on your thigh here. Release a little bit and tilt further to the right. And holding now to the right, making those nice big circles with the left arm this time. As you make your circles, your hips are going to start moving, and that's fine. But we always want to come back to our nice equal sitting when we're stationary and just sitting. All right, now the next time you're over to the right, stay there, bend your left elbow, bring your right hand also behind your head. Inhale, draw your right elbow closer to the earth and twist, taking the right arm back. And come center, and then take the left elbow back and come center and lift. Draw your palms together, hands to your heart. Raise your feet and change the cross of your ankles. All right, we're going to take the arms up now and twist to the left and stay here. So we've got the spine long, the right hand is gently on the left thigh. Inhale, straighten your spine, and as you exhale, twist from the torso, taking your gaze towards your left shoulder. And on your next exhale, turn your gaze toward the right. on your next exhale, turn your gaze back to the left. Inhale, draw the arms up, and exhale, twist to the right, staying here with a long spine. Inhale, turn your gaze towards your right shoulder. Good, and on your exhale, turn your gaze to the left. And on your next exhale, turn your gaze back to the right. Draw the arms overhead, palms touch, and hands come heart center. And release. Let's take the legs long and shake everything out. Inhale and exhale. All right, I have some special core work planned just for you guys. Yay! All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to be coming into, if you want to watch for just a second, we're going to be coming into Arda Apanasana here, and we're going to move the leg forward and back, and then as we hold, we're going to be taking the other leg up and down. I'll talk you through that. Okay, so let's lay back, 2 arms overhead, 2 legs long. Inhale, draw your right knee in. Hold on to your hamstring and just start to draw that knee a little closer to your, face, and release, and draw that knee in and release. And keep your left leg as straight as it's willing to go right now. You might start to feel some release happening in the left front hip flexor here. All right, now we're going to hold that right leg in close to us. Point the left toes, point the toes on the left, and start to lift that left leg. Try and keep all the motion just from your left hip to your left toes. Flex your left foot and slowly release the heel till it's 2 inches off the mat. Now, if your leg starts to bend, your left leg starts to bend, that's fine too. Your knee is bending because your hamstrings are telling you, okay, I need a little break here. And just work with that and straighten the leg whenever possible. So we're pointing up and flexing down, and with this nice slow pace, getting deep into the core. And the next time your left heel is down 2 inches off the floor, just hold it right there. And now from here, release your right leg, extend both legs straight, arms overhead, maybe both heels still off the mat, and then release. Woo! Okay, extend here, left leg comes in, we're holding the hamstring. Right leg staying as straight as it's willing to, and we just draw that left knee closer to us and away. Closer and away. So we're actually getting some stretch also in the left hip here and the right front hip flexor. Now holding the leg in, point the toes on the right and start to draw that right leg slowly up. Notice when your knee starts to bend, that's fine. Flex the foot and then take the leg down and let it straighten when it's ready. So your leg might be straight the whole time. We're drawing the right leg up and down, or there might be some bending of the knee happening, and that's fine too. Keep your heel from touching down, so the right heel does not touch down. And we're keeping it slow, slow, slow. The next time your right heel is 3 inches off the mat or 2, extend your left leg. Both heels are off the mat, arms overhead, and then release the heels to the mat. Inhale, stretch through both arms and both legs. Make yourself as tall as possible. And as you exhale, bring both knees in. Hold on to the hamstrings. And maybe rock a little side to side. Let that spine release. Okay, we're going to bring hands down by the side now and extend the legs with the heels 3, 4, at the most 5 inches off the mat. Yes, this is a lot for your core. Now cross at the ankles, and start to take the legs up. When you get up, that your legs are straight up, start to come down. Crossing at the ankles, cross at the ankles. Take the legs down as low as works for you. And come in. All right, I'm going to add one option to that. So remember, I just said the word option, right? Roll your shoulders and head up. You're keeping your chin away from your chest, right? Like there's a grapefruit in between. And take your arms forward with your hands off the mat. Now extend your legs till your heels are 3, 4, or 5 inches off the mat. And crisscross at the ankles. Take the legs up. You can drop your head and shoulders anytime you feel it's not serving you to be here. Keep crisscrossing as you take the legs back down. And go one more time up. Beautiful. And one more time down. Oh, all right. Drop everything. Bring it in. Rock around. Whew. Inhale and exhale. Bring your feet to the mat and let your knees gently open and close. Little butterfly wings. All right, raise one foot and wiggle at me if you feel like you just worked your abs pretty well. Feel like you got that core going there? Okay, good. All right, so now let's do some oblique work while we're here, and then, our core will be just ready for anything. Take your arms wide out to the side in a T. Bring your knees in towards your chest and gently start to sway your knees side to side. So gently sway, and then as you go side to side, start to figure out how far down you can take your knees without bothering your spine. So we start out very gently and then add a little intensity to your edge. Okay, you're going to your edge. We're keeping this slow, swaying side to side. And then come back to center and take a break. You can keep your arms right where they are. Just have your knees at center. And now we're going to do an optional add-on. So take your knees over to one side where you feel your edge here. Extend the legs. Bring the knees in and come center. And go to the other side. Extend the legs. Maybe the legs extend only a little bit. Maybe they extend till they're straight. Take it back and center. And do a few more each way. Extending if that works for you, and only extending as much as works for you. We are almost done here. Almost. When you feel even, if you started on your right, you'll finish to the left. If you start on the left, you'll finish to the right. Come center, hold on to your hamstrings, flex your feet, and just let things wiggle around. Inhale and exhale. Maybe even make circles. All right, release, bring the feet down, open and close the knees gently. Inhale and exhale. Okay. So let's go ahead and do just some hip releasing now since we're here. Extend both arms and both legs. Long, long, long. Exhale, draw the right knee in. This time hold on to your shin or your hamstring. Left leg is still going to stay as straight as it wants or not. Inhale and exhale. Now take your left hand to the outside of your right shin. Take your right arm out to the right and slowly help that right knee come just past the belly button. The hips are still on the mat, both hips. And now continue to let that right knee head over to the left, noticing how your hip feels, and then let the right hip start to lift as you draw the knee all the way as far as it's going to go today to the left, and turn your gaze to the right. And then start to come back to center, drawing your right ankle across your left thigh. Take your left leg up, flex your right foot. Yes, we're in Recline Pigeon. We're going to hold on to the right shin, press that right knee away from the face if it's drifting toward the face. Hold on to the right shin and move the hips around. You might make circles. You might be going side to side. Good, and then cross tightly at the ankles, holding on. If you find your ankles, hold on to those. If you find your shins, hold on to those. Or if the sides of the legs are where your hands need to be right now, just put them there. Wiggle around. All right, let's release, unwind, bring 2 feet to the mat. Take a nice long stretch. Both arms, both legs, and left knee in, holding on. Shin or hamstring, right leg is extended as much as it's willing to go right now. Inhale and exhale. And let's take the right hand to the outside of the left leg, left arm out by your side, and start to draw that left knee just past the belly button. Stop here with 2 hips still on the mat. And then let that left knee continue over to the right. The left hip is going to start to lift. Come as far as works for you and turn your gaze toward the left. And as you come back through center, take your left ankle across your right thigh. Draw the shin in, your left shin. Press the left knee away from your face with your left hand. And then let those legs, let those hips move around. Forward and back. Side to side, what's ever feeling good here. And then crossing tightly at the thighs, go ahead and continue to move around. And release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat. Just let your knees gently open and close, little butterfly wings here. And come to hands and knees. All right, so from hands and knees, which could be done at the wall or at a table as well, right? And extra padding for your knees if you want. Your wrists are either under your shoulders or they might be slightly more forward. Take your right leg back, press through the right heel and roll over the right foot. Press and roll, whether you're on your knees or standing, you're pressing and rolling, giving the foot a massage, give the ankle a nice little massage here. Bring the right knee down, take the left leg back, same thing, press and roll. Really getting deep into that. So now in our tabletop here, we're going to take the arms long forward for our push-ups. And you guys all know in the push-ups, we've got the elbow creases facing forward, right? The shoulder blades are down the spine here. The arms are long. We come into knee down plank, and then we do our push-up with the elbows coming back. Straighten the arms and press the hips back. Knee down plank, nice long slow push up, and hips toward heels. And the next time you start drawing back, bring your big toes together, knees wide apart, and find your way into child's pose. Okay, so remember, child's pose, if it's not working for you at any point, being down like this, you can just take any relaxing position where you can just think about what you want to accomplish from your practice today. All right, we're going to do something a little different now. So come up from your dog, bring your knees back to hip width distance. We're going to come into a forearm plank. So your elbows are under your shoulders, your palms are face down to the mat. Take one leg back, take the other leg back. You can keep your knees down for this if you want, or knees up. Elbows are right under the shoulders, forearm plank, okay? And you can do it standing, same thing. Just envision that tension. Now bring your knees down if they're not already down. Place your belly on the mat and just take a break here. Okay, we're going to take this into a forearm down dog now. So the elbows are back under the shoulders. If this is bothering you, then just do your regular straight arm, okay? But otherwise, if you want to do forearm, the elbows are under the shoulders, the palms are flat on the mat, the toes tuck here, and we start to lift into down dog. Walk the feet forward wherever they need to be. And then bring the knees down and come on up to kneeling. Shake the arms out. Woo. Move around. Inhale and exhale. All right, bring your hands down to the mat. Come up into your regular downward facing dog. Bend one knee and then the other. Alternate the heels. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold. And let's go ahead and walk the feet to the top of the mat, taking them wider as you go. Bringing the forearms to the thighs, palms together. Straighten the legs, lift, 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 fingertips to the sky. And as you exhale, come into mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. Shake it out. All right. So we're going to move into our sun salutations. So come on up to the top of your mat. Put the feet hip width distance apart. Inhale and exhale. We're going to be doing knee down lunge, but we'll also be lifting the knee at this when we get there. So if you want to have that extra padding, or you might feel like it's in your way. So do whatever serves you best. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, we fold forward from the hip creases. Let the hands rest wherever they landed. Hands to the thighs, hips back, shine your heart forward. Sink the hips down, take the right leg back for the lunge. Wiggle around, get comfortable here. Bring the right knee down, it's well behind the hip. And then draw the arms up into low crescent lunge, press the hips forward. Now bring the hands down. You're going to keep your right hand on the mat and twist open to the left. Bring the left hand back down, and this time tuck your back toes. When you lift your left arm, you might lift that right knee as well. Bring the left hand down, but don't let the right knee touch. Bend the right knee, but keep it off the mat and lift back up. See what we're doing here? Left hand down, right knee comes down but does not touch. Lift one more time. Keep that right knee lifted, bring the left hand down and come into plank. If you're coming into knee down plank, then go ahead and bring your back knee down. Come into plank. All right, now let's chaturanga, nice and strong, elbows back. All the way down. Okay, and we're going to lift into a gentle cobra. So lift your hands, shoulders toward the ears, down the spine, shine your heart up. And release, coming into downward facing dog. Okay, and I'm going to demonstrate that movement that we did at the wall. All right, so take your right leg up, take a big step forward, bring your left knee down. You want your left knee behind your left hip, right? The same low crescent lunge, arms are up. And then bring the hands down. Left hand stays down, right arm is coming up. Bring the right hand down. Now option, lift the right knee. That would be your left knee. Lift in that left knee as your right arm comes up. Take the right hand down, knee comes down but does not touch. Take it up and down. Up and down. One more time. Up and down. All right. And now go ahead and extend your back leg. Engage your whole body nice and strong. And take your back foot to meet your front as you half lift, forward fold, and float the arms out and up. Palms touch and hands come heart center. All right, any questions about that? Everybody good to go? We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Okay, wall, you're doing the same thing. You bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. You can add the arm if you want. Come to the top of the mat. Same thing if you were at a table, right? Or chair. Top of the mat. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift, and then bend the hips, bring the hands down, take the left leg back and wiggle around. We're bringing the left knee down, coming into low crescent lunge. Feel that nice extension in the left hip flexor. Bring the hands down. Left hand stays down, right arm comes up, right arm comes down. Right arm, left knee option, right hand, knee doesn't touch down. Up with the right arm and down. Up and down. Now if you're you're going into knee up plank, lift your left knee. If you're going into knee down plank, take your left knee down and come into your plank. There you go. Chaturanga down. And let's keep on with the hands-free Cobra. So the hands are lifted, shoulders roll toward the ears, down the spine, heart lifts, head follows, and release. And let's do that one more time, drawing the elbows toward the waist as you lift your heart, and release, and find your way to downward facing dog. We're going to take now the left leg forward, right knee down. Arrange yourself for a low crescent lunge, coming into low crescent lunge. Hands down, right hand stays down, left arm comes up. Left hand down. Now start to add the knee if you want. Up with the left arm, knee bends. Up, yes, beautiful. And 2, and 1, woo, good. And come back, lift your back knee, engage all the muscles of your body, take a giant step forward, take a half lift, nice long forward fold, folding from the hips, and then float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come to heart center. And release. All right, let's shake things out here. And we're going to take the legs wide with the toes facing forward. Bring your hands to your hip creases here. So your index fingers are in your hip creases. Spine is nice and long. And just fold forward over your hip creases here. Come halfway. Now notice whether or not you feel your hamstrings. If you're not feeling your hamstrings, your hips are probably behind your heels. Come forward till you feel your hamstrings here. Inhale and exhale. And then just come back up. All right, now we're going to be holding on and doing a resisted lift. So the fingers are, index fingers are back in the hip creases, spine is long, come halfway forward. Now put your hands behind your legs, and then let your hands roll down your legs. Remember, the hips are still over the heels, as far as you want to go into the forward fold. Your hands are behind your legs. Now if your hands reach your feet, go ahead and put your peace sign fingers under your big toes. Okay, so you're either here or your hands are behind you, and you're going to try and lift up, but resisting with the hands. And then take your elbows out to the side as you deepen your forward fold. Come up into resisted lift again. And one more time, elbows way out to the side, deepening forward fold here. Now release, bring your hands to your hips, and with a straight spine, come halfway up. Take your arms out by your shoulders, arms up by the ears, and lift, 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 inhale. And as you exhale, step your feet together and shake them out. Could you feel that resist, and then with the elbows out, could you feel a lengthening, more lengthening of the hamstrings? All right, so we're going to work on a little bit of chair here. Okay, so the feet are hip width distance apart. Set your hips back. Float the arms up to shoulder height. Sit a little deeper. Your arms could stay right here, or they could come up. We're going to warm up our chair. Stand tall. Inhale. Exhale. Notice the hamstrings as you come into a straight leg swan dive here. Then bend the knees and the hips as you come back into chair, arms to shoulder height or arms up. We stand tall again and take it down. Come into chair. And one more time, stand tall, take it down, come into chair. Now from here, take your arms behind you and interlace your thumbs. So clasp your thumbs and then try and pull your thumbs apart. Release the thumbs, bring the arms back forward, take them back again, and you know what's happening next. Take your thumbs, clasp them in the opposite direction, and try and pull them apart. And then release, stand tall, and shake things out. Whew. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's wiggle around for a moment. And we're just going to do a little bit of brush hands just to release everything. So take your legs wide with the toes out, okay? Bend the knees out over the hips. Inhale, draw the arms up, turn your palms forward, and as you exhale, bending the knees, wipe your hands down a wall. Like you're brushing your hands down a wall, down and up. And just take this at your own pace, to your depth that you feel like going, that you feel is the right depth for you right now. You might be going super low. You might be staying super high. Next time your arms are up, stay here. Turn your right toes out, so you were getting ready to do a warrior two. Bend your right knee, brush your hands down and up, and keep going on the right. Down and up. Just do what feels really good for you. Yes. And the next time your arms are up, turn forward with all 10 toes facing out, and we're going to brush hands down and up to center 4 times. And then turn the left toes out, let the left knee bend, brush hands to the left. Knee bends and straightens. And the next time your arms are up, come back, brush hands center 4 times. All right, bring your arms up and step together, shake it out. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to start working our way down for finishing poses. So go ahead and freestyle around for a minute. See how everything's feeling here. Start to collect anything you feel like you want for final relaxation. Could be an eye pillow, could be a bolster for under your knees if you do that. And then come to the top of your mat in mountain pose. And just start to scan from head to toe, see how everything's feeling. See how the breath is moving. See where your energy is. And here we go. Turn your palms out. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. You know where those hip creases are. You know the hips are staying over the ankles. Swan dive, doesn't matter how high or low. Hands to the thighs, knees bend, heart shines forward. Half lift, sinking the hips down, hands come to the mat, and find your way to down dog. If you want to go straight to table, do that. If you want to do something else, do that. But we're all going to meet. Good. And then let your hips go, wiggling around side to side. And if your knees are up, bring them down. Sit off to the side. And find your way to seated mountain pose. Legs are long, feet are flexed, spine is long. And let everything shake out. Okay. We're going to do a couple of just very, very soft forward folds from here. Inhale, just float the arms up. Exhale, just melt. Roll your hands up your legs. One more time. Inhale, exhale, melt. And roll your hands up your legs. Go ahead and bend your knees with the feet hip-width distance apart and take yourself down to the earth here. When you get here, extend both arms and both legs long. Inhale. Exhale, draw the knees in, hold on to your shins or your hamstrings, and just relax here. Inhale and exhale. Now put your hands on your knees. The hands will stay on the knees the whole time. We're going to start making circles. Go ahead and press the knees away. Take both knees to the right. Bring them in toward your chest and to the left. Away to the right, in and to the left, and keep going. And the next time your knees are in toward your chest, just hold them there. And then make your circles the other direction. Press away to the left, in and to the right. And the next time your knees are in, hold them in. Now bring your feet down, extend the arms long, extend the legs long, and let's stay here for a moment. Okay, extend through your right fingertips and your left toes. So you're extending your right side body through the right arm and your left side body through the left leg. And release. And then left arm long, right leg. And release back to that long extension, right arm, left leg. And release, left arm, right leg. And release. Now 2 arms, 2 legs. Extend, extend, extend. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands down by your side and bend your knees. We're not drawing the knees all the way in. They're just bent. Inhale and exhale. And let the knees gently open and close. Little butterfly wings here. Now take your right ankle across your left thigh. We're coming into, once again, reclined pigeon, but this time we're going to be holding it. So let your left leg start to come in. Make sure your right foot is flexed. Press the right knee away from your face. Hold on to your left thigh. If you like to hold on to the shin, you can do that. Okay? Or if you just want to hold on to the side of your leg, you can do that. Right foot is flexed. Right knee is away from the face. Now let's see what the left knee is doing. The left knee We want it in line with the left shoulder. And just breathe here. Send your breath and your warmth to your right hip. Now we're going to be taking the left leg straight. So if your hands are on your shin, you're going to need to move them behind your thigh. Take the left leg straight up, point and flex the foot very intentionally. Point and flex the left foot. Circle the ankle one direction and the other. And then go ahead, release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Left foot is flexed. Right leg starts to come in. Press your left knee away from your face. Hold on to your right hamstring or shin or someplace else. Keep your left foot flexed. Now the right knee is in line with the right shoulder. To your left hip, we're giving it plenty of time to release and relax. All right, we're going to take the right leg straight now, point and flex the right foot and circle the ankle one direction and the other. Release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat. Let the knees gently open and close. All right, take your legs together, arms out to a T, and we're gently windshield wipers here, knees to one side, gaze to the other, and knees and gaze go opposite directions as you gently move from side to side. Be mindful of what the neck is telling you right now. How's it feeling? And then come back to center. And we're going to make a gentle fist, extend and wiggle the fingers, and do that a few more times. Rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Now bring your hands down by your side. Take your feet hip-width distance apart as you scan your body from head to toe and start to work your way into your final relaxation position. So if anything needs to realign, or if there's a particular movement that the body is telling you to make before you settle down, go ahead and take care of all of that. And then decide on your final relaxation position for today. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And one more time, inhale through the nose. And slowly exhale, releasing yourself onto the earth for final relaxation. begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body, your fingers and your toes. And on your next inhale, stretch long, and exhaling, draw your knees in. Find your way over to a side. And carefully back up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.